family, this gets me every single time. People do things as if they don't know the results, right? Like you do things as if you don't know what it could produce. Like, let's really be honest. You going out to the club, finding a cute girl, she thick in all the right places. She just like you like her, right? And what you plan on doing that night, you do know that could produce a child. You do know this, right? But it's crazy because you do the act unresponsibly, and then you like, yo, I ain't ready for kids. Make it make sense.
Man, you are really encouraging me, motivating me, inspiring me. God is really using you to help me
What's going
out.
on, family? I want to welcome you to AOS, the podcast. I'm your host, Mr. AOS Inspires. This is what I need you to do. We're on every single platform: TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook. I need you to go and subscribe and follow us right now. We drop content every single day that'll help you with your life, because our mission here at AOS, the podcast, is to empower the world to never give up, one conversation at a time, one interview at a time, one video at a time, to help you live life at the next level. I want you to live life on the next level. I want to say thank you to each and every one of you that's watching this episode. This is going to be a dynamic episode. I need you to dive in. Do me a big favor. I need you to like, share, and comment. Don't be a stranger. I like comment with us. And this is what I need you also to do. I need you to copy this link right here on this podcast, this episode, and share it with at least 10 of your friends. I promise you, it's going to help them out. Let's jump into the episode. What's going on, family? You guys are so amazing. I welcome you to another episode of AOS, the podcast. It's your boy, Mr. AOS Inspires. Listen, we're going to dive deep in today. Like, it's going to be... Today is going to be a whole vibe. I want to sit down and talk to y'all just for briefly, maybe a good 10, 15 minutes, maybe not even that, maybe 8 minutes, right? Because I really want to drive this point home because it bothers me. But let me start right here first. This is where this episode came from. As you already know, each week we don't know what we're going to talk about. I don't know what I'm going to talk about. But throughout the week, I write down things in my notes section of my phone, right? I just type it in, like things that come to my mind or things that I hear, conversations that I overhear. And okay, that's where it came from. So I went to the barbershop and got my hair cut. And people in the barbershop talking, man, forget that. I ain't, I couldn't handle kids and stuff like that, right? And it had me thinking, like a lot of people were saying, listen, forget that. I ain't ready for no kids. And I get it. Understand. The age group that they are, I understand and I get it. Right? I'm 40 plus. Like I knew, me personally, I'm gonna talk about this in this episode as well. You have to understand what stage you are and what level you are and what responsibilities you're willing to take on. Many people do things as if they don't know the results, as if they don't know the outcome of what could happen if they do X, Y, Z. Like, let's really be honest, let's be grown right here. You know what you're doing can produce a child. You do know this, right? Like really holler at your boy. Ladies and men alike, this is not no gender exclusion. Like, I'm talking to men and women. You do understand that what you're doing could produce a child. Now, I need you to be more responsible, because the truth of the matter is, many of you are saying, listen, I ain't ready to have no kids. And I get it. It's cool in the gang. Everybody is not in a place where they're ready to have kids. But if you're doing things that can possibly lead, not even possibly, if you're doing things that you know could be the result of having a child, do it more responsibly, right? Like, do it responsibly or don't do it at all. Because I'm gonna tell you this now. I know abortion is a really edgy topic. Now, what is my stance on abortion? I don't believe that the government should be able to tell a woman what she can and can't do with her body. I'm in agreement with that, right? Because at the end of the day, I remember this story that it was a 12-year-old that I think she had got raped. I want to say it was in Tennessee. Don't mark me on it. I don't know. It was a while ago, right? She had got raped and she wanted to have an abortion. And the government or whoever, the judge or whoever came up to the conclusion was like, no, she's too young to have an abortion. Okay, cool. So you're saying that she's too young to have an abortion. So you mean that she's old enough to have a child? Even though she's able to get pregnant does not mean that she's old enough to have a child. She was raped, right? So it just blew my mind, because At the end of the day, you're telling her what she can and can't do with her own body. However, when the baby is born, this is what saddens me the most. When the baby is born, are you going to be the one taking care of the baby? Because she has to jump through hoops to get assistance. I know some of y'all like, nah, all she gotta do is apply. But listen, women have to jump through hoops to get some type of assistance. I met this one lady, right? And I believe she said she was struggling. She was an elderly woman, right? She said she was struggling. And she said she barely made enough to, make ends meet. And she said for food stamps, she was getting $20 a month. It was just her, but $20 a month, $20. What is $20 going to do? Let's really be honest, right? So, but that's what I'm saying. I believe that a woman should be able to make a choice how she wants to move, how she wants to maneuver with her own body. Now, on the flip side, women, ladies, you have to be more responsible. We have to take into account, right, that you can do what you want to do with your own body, but I need you to be responsible. Don't go out and do activities that can lead to you having a baby, but then you're like, listen, I don't want this. I knew I didn't want a baby, so I want to get an abortion. Me personally, y'all can take it how y'all want to take it. I don't believe in that. You go out there and, I'm not saying, oh, make her have the baby. That's her punishment. No, I'm not saying that. But what I am saying is I want to be more intentional. I want women to be more intentional. I want to be intentional about this message that I'm displaying to you. When you step out there, understanding what can happen when you do what you do, period. Right? So I just don't believe in women like, listen, last night was a mistake. I want to have an abortion. Or, shucks, hey, listen, I'll let you do what you do unprotected because I can get an abortion. I don't believe in that type of thinking. So in the barber, going back to the original point where I was saying, in the barbershop, they were like, I'm not ready to have kids. But it really made me think of this. So many of y'all are making moves, right, intentionally. Y'all, listen, y'all know who I'm talking about. Y'all fellas go to the club, go to the hookah lounges, go to whatever y'all go to, because I've been out the game for so long, right? But y'all, wherever y'all go to meet eligible potential women to be able to talk to be able to date, to be able to get to the place where you want to get to, right? Whether it's sexually. What's going on, family? I know that you're enjoying the episode, but I had to pause to ask you a quick question. Have you ever been through anything in life that was so life-altering that it changed your life forever? I mean, have you ever been and had a job and you lost that job? I mean, your dream job. You lost that job for whatever reason. Maybe you're an entrepreneur. You started a business and the business started off great and then it seemed as if it was going downhill. And now you're at a place, you lost your marriage, you lost your children, you lost some major things in your life. And now you're at a place in life where you're like, hey, this is the end of the road. I don't see it getting better. I got news for you. It will get better. And I wrote a book just for you. It's entitled Winning After a Major Loss. You need to go and get your copy. Go to barnesandnoble.com, go to amazon.com, get your copy right now. Winning After a Major Loss. I promise you, it's going to change the trajectory of your life. It's going to change your mindset. Most importantly, it's going to change your heart about your situation, because I promise you, you can win after a major loss. Go get your copy now. Barnes & Noble's, amazon.com. Order your copy now. Let's get back to the episode. In your mind, you're moving intentionally, but I need you to move intentionally and be responsible, because the stage that you are in your life, especially when you say, listen, I'm at a place now where, listen, I ain't ready to have kids. So be more responsible, wrap it up. Or matter of fact, don't do it at all. I just want to open up your mind, because too many of y'all are having children and you're like, listen, I'm not ready for kids. Well, your actions is not displaying that you're not ready for kids. I need you to be more responsible, because most times people make emotional decisions in a moment. And that emotional decision that you make in that moment could destroy the rest of your life. Prime example, I know, on the podcast, I don't call no names, but I know a person personally that they went out, had a few drinks, and they got tipsy, right? The liquor started talking to them, however you want to call it, right? So they went out, had a good time, and linked up with somebody. Watch this. This is crazy. They were not attracted to. Right. And I don't know if the other party, I'm keeping it like this because I don't want to display no gender, but I don't know if the other party was attracted to them, but they were not attracted to the other party. at all. But they had a few drinks. They made them feel comfortable. They made them feel happy. And, they just had a good time, right? Because truth of the matter is, that's another thing I like to tell people. Attraction, because in high school you had to look good to get the women, or you had to look good to get the guys, right? I mean, that's just how it is. But as you get grown, you understand that looks really plays a small, minute factor into getting the type of woman that you really want. Plays a small, minute factor, right? I mean, there's a few factors that you got to plug and play, but the looks department is slim, right? So at the end of the day, this person was not attracted to the other person, but they had a good time. They made them feel comfortable. They made them feel sexy, if you will, right? However you want to display it. So no need to say at the end of the night, they did what they did, and it produced a child. It's crazy because when they sobered up, now I don't know how the other party was, but the one party tells me that they knew that they didn't want to be with that other party. They knew it. They're like, man, it was a mistake. Hope I ain't pregnant. But guess what happened? A few days later, or however long it took, it popped up. The other party's pregnant, right? And it's crazy because going into this good time, they knew that they didn't want to be with them. So my question becomes, if you know that you didn't want to be with this person, why do things irresponsibly, knowing that this could possibly lead to a child? Knowing before you go, because it's like, yo, if I get this girl pregnant, I'm ready to be a father. No, you knew before you went in. Like, yo, I like her. I do want to smash. However, I'm not ready for a child. You knew that already. I'm not ready for a family. I'm not ready to settle down. When you know that you're not ready, I need you to act more responsible, because many of you get into a situation and you cry wolf. That's what you do. You get yourself in a sticky situation and you cry wolf as if you did not know what could possibly be the result of your actions. Fellas and women, I need you to take accountability of your actions. I need you to hold yourself accountable. Now, I understand we all make mistakes. I get it. But I need you to start learning from your mistakes, right? You know what you're doing could possibly lead to a child. Let's really be honest. And you got to realize, listen, the version of you, let me say this first before I say that. The reason I wanted to make this episode is because too many of y'all are giving a version of yourself to people that's damaging them in the future because you have not fully developed. Listen, that's a real bar. You know that you haven't fully developed yet as a person. You haven't fully developed yet mentally, physically. Like, you haven't really fully developed your purpose yet. You don't even know your purpose. But here it is, you're making a lifelong decision with a person that can ultimately ruin your life, ruin their life, and ultimately, watch this, destroy that child's life. Now, I get it. I'm divorced, right? And I share with people as much as I can. Make a wise decision in the person that you choose to marry. And I was married, right? Man, we just didn't work out. Something happened. If you've been followers for a while, you already know what happened. But something happened and we're no longer together. However, we left 3 children in a limbo. And that's another thing. That's a big thing that I really wanted to discuss to people, because a lot of y'all get into a relationship or a situationship and you produce a child. And then once you produce that child, you don't like the other person. So then you begin to badmouth the person that you had a child with to the children, right? I remember, I'm going to just say this, I'm going to leave it alone because I just felt like it needed to be said. I remember my middle child, I called her one day and she said she don't want to talk to me. And I was like, why you don't want to talk to daddy? Because you don't pay child support. This was at a place in my life where, funds was tight. Like, I was sending what I can, but it was just tight. So this lets me know that the child, she knows nothing about child support. That's something that I had to learn. She had to learn from somebody else. That's rule number one. I want to, even though you and the other person didn't work out, don't badmouth them to the child, because it's crazy. This is a fact. What's going to happen is the child is going to take the side of the person that they're with majority of the time. And the person that they're not with majority of the time, they may still love them if they see them often, but if they don't see them often, they're going to be formed. Their mind is going to be formed into thinking this person, this party is bad, this party is good. And what's damaging is you mess up the child growing up, the development of that child. Why? Because when they get older and begin to see the real picture, then they're going to resent the person that steered them away from the person that they could have had a relationship with. Right. So, and I'm gonna just tell you this. I mean, maybe this episode will go viral. I hope so it can help some people out. But this is what makes me qualified to talk about what I'm talking about, because I've been through this stuff, and I want to prevent you from making the same mistakes that I've made. Right. And this is a big one. I tell people, I tell couples, I tell married couples this all the time. When you first get married or you first get with somebody, don't go immediately have children. Especially if you don't have any, don't even if you have a child, right? If you have a blended family situation, when you first get together and get married, no, don't go and immediately have children, right? And many of you make that mistake, or many of you say, listen, my time clock is ticking, so I ain't got that much time. I understand. I get it. Trust me, I do, right? But I want to share from experience and from a good, knowledgeable wisdom standpoint. Just wait. Just enjoy each other's company for a good year, especially those that don't have any children. Enjoy each other's company for at least, I would say, 2 or 3 years, really, right? Because the truth of the matter is, when you get married, the dynamics change a lot, right? And when you start living together, y'all married, y'all begin to have problems, y'all have financial problems, y'all begin to have emotional problems, y'all just have issues in the relationship. Things change in the relationship. Right? But what I want to share with you, when you first get with a person, don't immediately have children. Wait for a while. Wait for a season, right? Just wait. Enjoy one another. However, all my single people, listen, for real, I need y'all to listen to this episode again, because I'm done. But I need y'all to listen to this episode again. I got transparent in this episode, but I need you to listen to this episode again. Just listen, be more intentional about how you move when you find somebody like, yo, she fine or he fine. I want to be intentional, all right? Be intentional about all of your actions, because you are responsible for every single action that you make. And your actions could lead to something else. I don't want your actions to lead to something that would destroy the rest of your life, destroy the person that you had a baby with life, or ultimately destroy the baby's life. So I want y'all to really think about that. I'm being serious though. I want y'all to really think about that. I want y'all to digest what I'm saying. Think about this from a different view, right? Don't think about it from a perspective like, I just want to have fun. I just want to do my thing. I just want to get my rocks off. I get it. I understand. But I need you to move with intentionality, because if you don't move with intentionality, what happen is what pleasure brings you today will bring you pain tomorrow. Let that sizzle in your spirit. I'm out of here. Let's go. What's going on, family? I want to say thank you for rocking with us during this episode. We have been so excited to drop this episode. I'm glad that you made it to the end. This is what I want you to do. If you have any takeaways from this episode, leave it in the comments. We want to hear your thoughts. We want to hear how you feel. I want to bring content to you that's relevant to you, that'll help you change your life, because you already know our mission here at AOS Inspires, AOS the podcast, is to empower the world to never give up, one conversation at a time, one interview at a time, one video at a time, to help you live life at the next level. This is what I need you to do. I need you to like, subscribe, share this episode. If it spoke to your life, share this episode with somebody. Why? Because you are connected to some people that we're not connected with. And with that connection together, we can empower the world to never give up. I'm Mr. AOS Inspires. This is AOS the podcast. I can't wait to see you next week. Just in case you didn't know, we drop every single week, 3 times a week. Mondays, 8 a.m., Wednesdays, 8 a.m., and Fridays, 8 a.m. You need to catch an episode. Matter of fact, catch all 3 episodes. It's going to be fire. I promise you it's going to help you during your everyday life. It's going to help you get to the next level. Let's go.